Hello, and welcome to another episode of Reviews in a Rabbit Onesie, the show in which I, Dan Leith, review things in a rabbit onesie. Rabbit Onesie, I review things in you, yeah. No, I don't think that's it. Hello, welcome. On today's episode, we'll be reviewing another two movies and putting them head to head. And the theme of these two movies is Jane Austen. Yes, two adaptations of two of her classic novels. Bit of period dramas for you. So the first film, Sense and Sensibility, released in 1995, directed by Ang Lee. You wouldn't like me when I'm Ang Lee. Sorry. The screenplay was adapted by Emma Thompson, who also stars in the film. Amazing. And then you have Kate Winslet, Hugh Grant, Alan Rickman, and many more. The casting, top-notch. It's a nice, rural period drama setting. Shots of fancy buildings and rugged sheep. The plot of this film concerns a family called the Dashwoods. The father dies and leaves the stately home in the country to the son. Then the daughters are all kicked out because those were the days. The house is left to the brother, who has a very domineering wife called Fanny. And Fanny is a cunt. That sounds even more ridiculous out loud. The Dashwood girls have to move to a cottage, which, to be honest, is even nicer than the place they were chucked out of, so I don't really see what the fuss is. There's a carriage full of dogs! I'm instantly happier there. But yeah, I guess the movie's about them adjusting to life. As with a lot of Austen things, it's about class, status, manners, and romance. I mean, is love a fancy or a feeling? Mm-hmm. There's lots of male suitors. Hugh Grant is there on top adorable, floppy-haired, bumbling form. Plays Farrar. He's quite well-to-do. He's Fanny's sister. And Fanny doesn't want him marrying beneath him. So Emma Thompson's out the window in her eyes. Then Kate Winslet, the middle child, is introduced to Colonel Brandon, who's Alan Rickman. He's fucking class as always. He likes her, but she doesn't like him. And then she meets some cunt called Willoughby, and he's a fucking asshole. Honestly, just the most instantly hateable character I've seen in something for quite some time. Pocket sonnet reading, lock of hair collecting, smug motherfucker. Races around in a carriage which has like fucking yellow spoilers on it. Asshole. Like Aidan Turner, but worse. Plot progresses and will they, won't they? Everyone fucks off to London. Hugh Laurie appears as my sarcastic spirit animal. Always good to see you. There's two U's in this film, two U's. The acting for the most part is just incredible. Watching Emma Thompson and Kate Winslet together, just fucking... I only have two thumbs, but they're both up for those scenes and those performances. Incredible lines like, "Your friendship has been the most important of my life." It's beautifully shot. Kate Winslet being heartbroken in the rain. Who doesn't want to see that? Not sadistically. What I didn't like about this film was it sometimes happens a lot in period dramas. A lot of the sub-characters are kind of just like caricatures. It particularly annoys me in this film when you have such high caliber of realism and acting to then, I'm the silly side character, ha ha ha. Sunday night ITV drama or something. What I learned from this movie is that I would like Alan Rickman to read me poetry. Lovely. And that love can almost kill you. Kind of already knew that. Charming, it's romantic, it's beautifully adapted by Emma Thompson, rightfully won an Oscar for it. Even if you think the period dramas and stuff aren't your thing, I would really recommend this movie because it's really top notch. The ending's a bit signposted, as with a lot of romance, but it is a classic. I really enjoyed it. I couldn't stop myself smiling. Sense and Sensibility, great show. 4 out of 5 bonnets. And now on to movie number 2, Emma. Straight from 2020, yes, from this year. So Emma is about an entitled young woman, a bit of a busybody, likes to matchmake other couples, thinks she's all that and kind of above all that. I think she knows best. Quite obnoxious. She's played by Anya Taylor-Joy, who has just incredible eyes. She's she's got really nice eyes. Got a great supporting cast in this. You've got Mia Goth, Bill Nighy. Who doesn't like Bill Nighy? And Johnny Flynn, nice to see Johnny Flynn. He's naked in this bit. Saw a lot of him. It's a story I'm familiar with. Once again, rustic setting, more sheep, but this time the sheep are better groomed. All around, it's quite stylized. It's like period drama turned up to 11. Everything's a bit pink, peach, kind of looks like marzipan. Over the top fashion and decor, which may appeal to some people. For me, it's a bit of a pet hate of mine. I hate when things are supposed to be historical, but they're trying to be trendy and new at the same time. It's kind of like period Wes Anderson. Or a period drama as a bit of a cartoon. It's not just over the top visually, but also the score. It's about as subtle as a brick to the small of your back. The performances in this film were very inconsistent. The leads in this film go from being great to being great if you were watching a school play. And a lot of the supporting cast are just pure caricatures. Mr. Elton, the clergyman, he's just like a weasel-faced creep. And the good things about it are the cinematography is lovely. There's some delicious shots, almost as delicious as Anya's eyes. Just want to lick them. I know, that was too weird. Connor Swindells and Tanya Reynolds of Sex Education ilk show up. They're a highlight. They're ace. There's a good scene at a ball with some sexual tension and whatnot. Ooh. Saucy and classy at the same time. There are great moments of performance from Mia Goth and Anya Taylor-Joy. She's very good at the emotional side, probably because of her big wet eyes. Big wet eyes. I mean, it's grand. I was just hoping it would be better, I think. It had some lovely tender moments, but for the most part, in my opinion, a little bit much for me. It's not exactly subtle. It's hard to believe that 1995's Clueless was a subtler and less garish adaptation of this story. And it had Paul Rudd in it. So kind of wish I'd reviewed that instead now. What did I learn from this movie? That I think I have an eye fetish. Give it a go if you're really bored, or if you're a big fan of period dramas. 2 out of 5 bonnets. Thank you for watching Reviews in a Rabbit Onesie. I've been Dan Leith. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe. Other buzzwords. Tell your friends. Also, if you want me to review anything in particular, please put any suggestions in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay sane, stay classy. Classy, classy, classy. Finn.